Wayne here about
What's
to chop
up?
my boy Ryan for Connor's Cure.
And we do it via chats. We don't mess around.
All right, this is cool.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
This is cool, legit.
What is up, Chalk City Wrestling? Thank you for all who come on tonight for this AEW Dynamite watch along. First time I'm doing an AEW one, so I hope you guys come on, hope you join, hope you enjoy, get in with the talking and stuff of that nature. That always helps. I'm going to be trying to do these watch alongs a little bit more in the future. So the more people that come on, the more you guys chat and all that stuff, it 100% helps these streams just become a lot better than me just talking to talk, basically. So yeah, we got AEW Dynamite coming up here in about 10 minutes. Got a pretty good card tonight. We got Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland versus Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy in the Blind Eliminator Tournament match. Basically, team that used to be together coming back again. Not quite sure how I feel about that. But it'll be interesting to see how exactly it works. I assume Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy are probably going to win that. They're pushing Darby a good amount right now, so I'd be shocked if they did not win, but crazier things have happened. We got Jon Moxley speaking. I assume it will more than likely be about the Blood and Guts match, which he challenged the other team to last week. So I assume it will more than likely be about that. That should be an amazing match in Boston, which I will also be at live. So that should be a great time. First AEW Dynamite show that I've been to. And I get Blood and Guts, first time that they're doing the Garden. So yeah, that should be a great time. We have Chris Jericho speaking once again, more than likely probably about Sting. If you've been watching these past couple weeks, they've been going back and forth, having matches, tag team matches against each other. My guess is it's probably leading up towards a one-on-one match at Wembley, and maybe that's when we see Sting have his kind of like final hurrah. That they've never fought each other one-on-one. The first time that they were in the ring together was just a couple weeks ago together. So I think that's more than likely what it's leading up to, is that one-on-one match, more than likely at Wembley. So I'm sure that's what he talks about. We have MJF and Adam Cole versus To Be Determined. Another one of those blind eliminating tournament matches that we're having for the tag teams. It'll definitely be interesting to see how these two teams or how this team coexists. Obviously, Adam Cole and MJF are fighting or feuding for the title right now. So they're doing that whole, can they work together storyline. It's been done a million times over the course of wrestling. These guys just seem to kind of interact very, very well, though, when it comes to promos and stuff of that nature. So I'm definitely excited to see what they can do together. At the end of the day, we know it's going to lead more than likely towards another match between MJF and Adam Cole for the championship. Again, maybe that's when MJF finally loses it. But it'll be interesting to see how they go about these next, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, however long they decide to do this, weeks, and is keeping them as a tag team to see, can they coexist, how they interact together, so on and so forth. So I'm really interested in seeing how that plays out. So far, they've been absolutely golden. The Better Than You Baby shirts and all of that nature, they've been absolutely golden. together so far on camera and on the mic. So I'm pretty excited about that. We have Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho. This match was supposed to happen last week. Britt Baker was sick, so she was not able to perform on the show. This week she is evidently better, so who knows exactly what she was sick with, but she could not fight last week. She can fight this week. We saw Ruby Soho call her out last week on the show, talk some trash and stuff of that nature. End of the day, I'd be surprised if Britt Baker loses this match. Though I honestly I feel like it would make more sense for Ruby Soho to win this match and kind of push her forward. Because you have Statlander as a face already, being a champion. I don't think you need. I don't know. I guess it does make sense for Britt Baker to win the title, but or this tournament, which I assume will more than likely lead to a title match. So we'll see. She won it last year. More than likely, will win it again this year. But that'll be an entertaining match. I'm sure that there'll be some shenanigans from Paige and Tony Storm coming out trying to distract Britt Baker. If Soho does win, that's more than likely how she wins. But it'll be interesting to see what exactly happens there. And then we have Kenny Omega versus Wheeler Yuta, which on paper has the potential to be a great match. It's a little bit of a letdown name-wise after the Will Ospreay match. But it definitely it makes sense story-wise. Keep pushing these guys together, having them fight each other, so on and so forth. It should be a very good match. Both guys can wrestle their asses off, so it should be an entertaining, good, classic wrestling match that you're used to seeing out of Kenny Omega. I assume he takes it, but so that's what we have on the card so far. I'm sure like always, there'll be other things unannounced that happen. But yeah, the show's about to start in 5 minutes. So yeah, well, what do you guys think about this show? What do you think about what AEW has been doing recently? Are you excited for Blood and Guts? Are you excited for the Wembley show? How do you feel about MJF's run recently? All this stuff. It's stuff that if you guys have any input at all, certainly put it in the chat. Ask about it. All these things and anything else. 1 second. My dog decided to knock down the fan. But yeah, all these things, it makes for a better watch along, a better live stream if you guys are interacting, asking questions, and I'm answering them. All those things just lead to a better watch along over the course of time. So if you have any questions, if any of you guys want to jump onto the stream at all, let me know. Show starts in 3 minutes, so I'm going to reach out to a couple people and see if maybe they're interested in jumping on or anything of that nature. Let's see. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get the TV on. Alright, and we got the pyrotechnics coming out, starting the show, welcoming us to AEW Dynamite. We are officially 100% live. Show has started. Let's see what they kick off with here. Who comes out to start off the show? We got Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland versus Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin. Looks like that is up next. Interesting match to start out with. Let's see that we got Darby Allin and Keith Lee talking in the back right now.
But not an idiot, Keith. I know you don't want to team Swerve. It's not about that. This is about you. At one time, you were the most dominant champions here. And if you feel like you've been lost,
Darby Allin is, kind of trying to get under Keith Lee's head. It seems like, basically saying, "Hey, I you used to tag team with Swerve, so on and so forth. But you used to be a badass. You used to be the man." And
careful what you wish for, Darby Allin.
so yeah, it's an interesting match to kind of start off the show with, I think, because you're gonna get some high end moves with Darby Allin and Swerve and stuff of that nature, but I don't know. I guess we'll see how it plays out. We got Orange Cassidy coming down to the ring now, 16-0 in 2023 in singles record. That's crazy. It is crazy that they are pushing him this big. I just don't see it, honestly. I know he gets views. He sells a shit ton of merchandise, But at the end of the day, I don't see his character. I feel like it's it's just I don't know. It's nothing special. The whole I don't really care gimmick. The guy can put on a good match. Give him a better character than this. This character is just kind of a joke. Now we got Darby Allin coming down. (19-3) record this year. Kind of same thing with Darby. I just feel like his gimmick is getting a little bit stale. I feel like he would be much, much better off as a heel, honestly. I think they need to turn him heel. I don't think they will, but I feel like his characters, it's getting too stale. It's the same stuff week in, week out. He does a big spot, and that's that. His character is it's not developing the way that I think they hope it would. And I think he needs to turn on Sting, honestly. We got Swerve Strickland coming down to the ring with the Mogul Embassy. Now, if you remember, like I said, Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland, they were the tag team before. They were the champions for a long time. And then Swerve turned his back on Keith Lee, slammed a cinder block basically through the man's chest. So to have them be tag teaming now, are we supposed to just forget about that, or are they just is that what this whole tournament is going to be? People that used to be tag teams coming back together, people that are fighting now coming together as a tag team. It's cool once in a while, but I don't know if I want a whole tournament of that. That seems kind of pointless. All right, we got, looks like Keith Lee and Darby Allin starting out in the ring. Keith Lee finally got rid of that ridiculous gray haircut, thank God. That was just absolutely terrible beforehand. Oh, he just tosses Darby Allin across the ring. This makes him look like an absolute ragdoll. Darby Allin with elbows to the head. And we got a tag in by Orange Cassidy. So now we have Orange Cassidy and Keith Lee in the ring. Orange Cassidy doing his whole I don't care gimmick again. Looks like we're also going to have a trios match later tonight. So that should be interesting. Another match that was unannounced. Orange Cassidy doing with his chop to the chest, double chop. I don't get this gimmick at all. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. The guy is 100% talented, a great wrestler in the ring when he wants to, but then they just give him this joke of a gimmick, and it discredits everything the man can do in the ring. Keith Lee has Orange Cassidy backed against. Oh, yeah. He says, wait, let me put my hands in my pocket, because that'll help. Double chop. And Orange Cassidy just falls down. All right, Darby Allin tags himself back in. Orange Cassidy tries to do a drop kick. It doesn't work. Keith Lee just brushes it off. Trying to do a double team now. Orange punch. And he's just taking shot after shot. Keith Lee finally swerve tags himself in. Swerve catapults himself off of the back of Keith Lee. Now we got Darby Allin and Swerve in the ring. It should be a little bit faster of a pace now. Up to the second rope. We got an elbow drop off the second rope. Swerve posing, saying, this is my show now. Busting the guns out, the 1-2. Now he's kind of taunting Keith Lee a little bit with his pose, saying, I'm the one. Swerve throws Darby Allin from corner to corner. Darby Allin goes flying out of the ring. And we got pitcher in pitcher now, which I personally am just not a fan of at all. Is pitcher in pitcher. So while we're doing that, nothing's really going to happen in the ring. For those of you that are new to this channel, do not understand what Chop City Wrestling is about, just saw it because you saw it, just watching because you saw our AEW Dynamite watch along or something of that nature. Chop City Wrestling, me and my buddy Anthony, we are a group that goes all across the country, basically, to wrestling events and stuff of that nature. And we take chops from wrestlers. And in return for them chopping us, this is going to sound like we're sick, but in return for them inflicting pain on us, we then donate $20 to Connor's Cure for pediatric cancer relief for every chop that we take. Last year, between the two of us, we donated probably close to $3,000, if not more, just from taking chops for the most part. We have T-shirts coming out where, big potential things coming up. And so, yeah, we got I'll show you guys a video here. We got Nick Wayne.
What's up? My boy Ryan for Connor's Cure.
And we do it via chats. We don't mess around.
All right, this is cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is cool, legit.
All right.
So yeah, Nick Wayne, future pretty soon. I believe he's making his AEW debut. Future AEW star Nick Wayne. Kid is a young prodigy. Kid's gonna be a stud. He's been doing this since he was 15, 16 years old on the Indies on GCW Tag Team Champions right now with Jordan Oliver. This kid is just going to be an absolute stud. Just 1 second. I feel like something keeps going in the frame, but I don't see anything behind me. I'm not sure. Felt like something was flying by or something of that nature, but I don't see anything. But we got the action back in the ring now. All right, we got Keith Lee catching Orange Cassidy. We got him in a bear hug now. We got Swerve outside of the ring. He's about to put the steel steps on top of Darby Allin to kind of keep him there. And just lightly kick him in the head. Orange Cassidy with the suicide dive through the second rope to Swerve on the outside. Tries to help get the steel steps off of Darby Allin, but is unable to. Keith Lee picks him up now. They're on the outside, all four. He's got him in the sleeper hold now. Orange Cassidy has Keith Lee in the sleeper hold. Oh, and now all the weight of Keith Lee and Orange Cassidy as Keith Lee steps back over the steel steps. All that weight just goes onto the body of Darby Allin. See, this is what I mean. Guy's good for a couple cool spots each match, but at the end of the day, he needs to make a change to his character. And I gotta say, I like the way that they are letting Keith Lee be a kind of like a beast this match. They're letting him just toss Cassidy around and Darby Allin around, making him look like he has the potential to be a real big thing. And Swerve hits him with the 450 by accident. He was trying to break up the pin, or was it by accident? See that as he's laughing at the fact that he just hit the 450 splash on his partner. Oh, all right. Now we got a double team between. Oh, and again, Orange Cassidy gets out of the way, and Keith Lee gets hit by Swerve a second time. DDT off the top rope from Cassidy to Swerve. Suicide dive through the rope into a DDT. And Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy get the 3 count. Darby Allin pins Swerve for the 3 count in the middle of the ring. Swerve is looking surprised, shocked, what's going on. So yeah, this match was kind of exactly what I expected it to be, honestly. We expected Keith Lee and Swerve to, not be on the same page, some mistakes to happen, or were they mistakes? That whole tease kind of thing. We expected that, and that's basically what we got in this match. We got Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy doing a couple moves, so on and so forth. But yeah, this match was exactly how I expected it. Outside of the fact that they let Keith Lee look like a beast, he's getting props from both Cassidy and Darby Allin now. So they definitely gave him potential, something that he can build on from there. I wouldn't mind seeing another run back of Keith Lee versus Swerve, maybe, or something of that nature. I mean, you've teased it basically at this point, so you may as well do it, right? What's the point of doing the whole can they, can't they work together if you're not going to have at least one match after the fact, after what just happened? And look at that. Isn't that funny? Just as I was talking about Nick Wayne, look at who comes on the TV. I didn't even know this was happening, guys. I didn't even know this. I just honestly picked this clip because I felt like it was a good clip. And look at who they're talking about now. Nick Wayne.
Out of body experience when you start punching the window, punching the steering wheel. The moment I composed myself, the first thing I thought was, what is Nick Wayne going to do? And I made a pact with myself that day.
So yeah, Darby Allin, as he's saying now, he's been friends with Nick Wayne for forever. He actually provided Nick Wayne with his contract when Nick Wayne was just 16 years old.
This kid needs to be in AEW. And I'm not asking you to sign him as, sit the finger, retire my 16-year-old friend. That's not what this is about. He's that good. So at age 16, I offered Nick Wayne a contract. And now he's turned 18. Do I think Nick Wayne is ready for all this? Yeah, absolutely, Nick Wayne is ready for all this. It's literally just something you show the world.
100%. And look at that. They're already giving vignettes about this kid. This kid that they've signed that hasn't even had a match on AEW yet. Let's go ahead. We'll show that video another time. Nick Wayne chopping me. One of the first chops we ever took, actually, on Chop City Wrestling was this chop. So it means a lot. Nick Wayne, great guy. I've met him multiple times now. Say what up to him every time I see him. But yeah, he's going to be a future star. Check it out.
What's up? My boy Ryan for Connor's Cure.
And we do it via chats. We don't mess around.
All right, this is cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is cool, legit.
Woo! And he said he wasn't even, a good chopper. I'll tell you, man. He's got some chops. He's got the chops. Those little guys, you don't expect it, but they chop good. They chop good.
Last week was absolutely ridiculous. Not some dub for New York. Look, if you want to handle this, we're going to do it inside a ring, like professionals. And that's why I'm going to show you.
Got a little different setup going on now. I set up my desk, set up the computer in a certain way to kind of show everything to you guys. We got some of the posters and stuff of that nature. Um, so yeah, give you guys a little different view. The hope is eventually, I'm gonna get a camera. I'm gonna get all of that stuff. Just have to figure out exactly how that all works. And the stuff's all new to me, guys. I've only been doing YouTube now for about a year, and the live streams and stuff of that nature, even less than that. I've been doing this stuff for 3-4 months now, maybe if that. Um, so this stuff is all new to me. I'm learning as I go. Uh, the channel basically, it's always been taking jobs, live content, stuff of that nature. So I'm trying to add new things as we go to propel the channel even higher. Currently, we have 550 subscribers, which just since April, that's basically almost 300 subscribers that we've gained, if not more. So, big things are happening with the channel, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. Without you guys watching, supporting, subscribing, hitting that notification bell, and all of that nature, none of this would be possible. So, I definitely thank you guys for all of that. And, I hope one day that these live streams and stuff of that nature can be a big part of this channel. If they don't work out, they don't work out, and we'll go to another plan and, kind of pivot and go from there. But it's something that I definitely want to try to do as much as possible. I do have a live stream on Friday as well for WWE SmackDown. So, certainly come check that out as well. But, yeah. We're on commercial break right now. First match, like I said, kind of what I expected it to be. Nothing amazing, nothing terrible. All right, looks like we're going to be getting back to starting soon here. So yeah, what do you guys think about all these shows that AEW is doing now? You got Dynamite, you got Collision, you got Rampage, all those shows, and you got a pay-per-view once in a while. Is it too much? Is it just enough? I tend to lean towards that it may be a little too much, honestly. But, we'll see. All right, so we got MJF and Adam Cole now talking. They're showing things that have happened these past couple weeks, their match, and finding out they're going to be a tag team, their road trip.
Left it at home.
So they're going to the gym now.
Hey, dude, I just wanted to say thanks for coming for this big gross issue named ASIO. Sure thing, man. Hell yeah. Hey, you got me on the spot, right, brother? Yeah, sure do. Let's go, Max. You got this. Let's go, baby.
Max putting up a bunch, and we got Adam Cole just sitting on his phone when he's supposed to be his spotter.
Hey, spot me, bro. Yeah, man. No problem. Muchacho. That guy's so fat. When he took his pants to the laundromat, they said, "Sorry, sir. We don't do curtains."
Man, this stuff is just golden right here.
Max, cut it out. You cannot say stuff like that anymore. It's not funny.
We got Max joking about a fat guy,
You should be.
and Adam Cole giving him shit about it, telling him they can't do that.
Tony Schiavone. Oh, God, he's so gross. Classic. Anyway, boss, you want to strip this bar for you? It goes a long way. You know what? Keep it on. You serious? Yeah, I got this. You want a spot, boss? Or, it's up to you.
We got Adam Cole just making MJF look like an absolute fool as he puts it up like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times. MJF standing there looking shocked, surprised. Even the big dude was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, all right, Max, what's next? What the? Advance. In the AEW World Tag Team Championship, one Eliminator Tag Team
Well, we got the Acclaim coming down to the ring. Let's see what Max Caster got to say. Yeah, we've heard better. We've heard better. We got a trios match here. We got the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass. You claimed everybody on the inside. All right. But yeah, I mean, I assume that this is going to be a pretty quick match. It was unannounced to start off. It's I guarantee the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass are going to win pretty easily. I'm guessing within 4 minutes. It is crazy how good a shape that dude is still in. At his age. We got Daddy Ass and the Blade in the ring now. And I just sound, I don't know, that was just weird me saying Daddy Ass now. Thinking about it. We got a 4th of July sale at shopaew.com. Code America. Get 20% off. Double back elbow. Max Caster in the ring now with Blade. Now Blade is tagged out. Max Caster just clearing all of them out of the ring now at this point. With hits him with the scissor me. Oh, we got the triple scissor in the ring. Then now we are at picture in picture again. I don't know about you guys. I'm just not a fan of picture in picture. I'd rather them go to commercial and something like that. I get that at least in this way it still gives me something to talk about while the match is going on. But I just hate picture in picture with a passion. So I mean, the picture's so small, you can't really see anything, and nothing big is ever going to happen during picture-in-picture either. I saw Raw start to do it this week too. I hope it's not something that they continue to do, but they did definitely do it a little bit this week. So. We got yeah, I mean, see, you can't even really tell what's going on when they're in picture-in-picture. They need to get rid of it, honestly. That's one thing that AEW does that I hate, honestly. Because they always do it. And it never really does anything special. Yeah, nothing much going on here right now at all, honestly. Like I said, this match is definitely going longer than I expected it to. I expected it to just be a couple-minute match, but it's going a lot longer than I expected. More so, I think, just because of the picture-in-picture than anything. My guess is once they get out of this picture-in-picture stuff, that the match should be over pretty quickly. And we're back now, full screen. Let's see how right I am. I'm guessing it's done within 3 minutes now. We got Bowens clearing house now. Chop, punch, super kick. He gets rolled up 1, 2, kicks out at 2. Super kick to the chest. All right, looks like he's going to tag in Daddy S. And now in comes Max Caster going up to the top rope with the mic drop from the top. 1, 2, and 3. Look at that. It's almost like I know this stuff, right? It's almost like I know this stuff. I was a little wrong, though. I was a little wrong. It was within 2 minutes after the picture-in-picture ended. Not 3, 2. Pointless match. The only reason this match happened was to get the Acclaimed on the show. They're still hopefully trying to get them over, but I think they're past their stage at this point.
Oh, I'm sorry, boys. Did I interrupt your little sizzle party? You know what? It's only fair after the rude interruption that I received when I tried to show the world my talented rap abilities. But as you know what happened next, you guys got your asses beat, just as you deserve. But speaking of deserving, it is only fair that now I get
QTV.
So, I made you a little video. And come next Wednesday, I'm going to be able to show the world exactly what real talent is. Because Harley Cameron, Miss Money is the most talented musician on this entire roster. And soon you'll realize it, and you'll be peanut butter and jealous. See you there, folks.
Still with her eyes set on Anthony Rollins.
So yeah, we got Harley Cameron saying that next week she's going to have a video of some sort. Sounds like maybe she's going to rap or something of that sort next week. Daddy S says the suck it, which I could be wrong, but mentioning 2 words and suck it, that's is that infringement? Potentially? Maybe? I mean, he's boys with Triple H, so I don't think anything ever would happen, but they're showing a clip now. Eddie Kingston wins New Japan title against Kenta. Now we got Moxley on the TV. Talking about his relationship with Eddie Kingston, which has been a little bit of turmoil lately.
What's there to walk around all that for all the time, man? We don't live in the past. We make every day count. Dude, you know what really pisses me off? How much time you spend complaining about these little kids, the new generation, how they have no respect, how they have no work ethic. Just a lot of things going on that I don't like, that I know are crazy. We spend time building the next generation. I have a dream of this Eddie Kingston to finally let the past be the past and embrace the future. And became what he could be, what these people want him to be. And in reality, I'm not going to pretend like it is. Eddie, answer your phone. Well, congratulations to Eddie Kingston,
Eddie Kingston, the New Japan Strong Openweight Champion. Now they're talking about July 19th, Blackpool Combat Club versus the Elite. who's going to be the fifth member of each team. We don't know. They haven't really said yet. My guess is Eddie Kingston will probably be with the Elite. I'm not sure who is going to be with Blackpool Combat Club. But my guess is it's Eddie Kingston with the Elite. All right, we got Matt Hardy finding out who his tag team partner is going to be.
It's Jeff. Jeff, is it? Jeff Jarrett. That's right. That's a slap. I hate Jeff Jarrett. Look.
And he gets Jeff Jarrett. J-E-double-D. And we've gone to commercial again. See, this is what I mean. Like, we just had picture-in-picture. We just had a crap ton of commercials. Why are we going to commercial again? Why do we have to have those commercials in the middle of matches if literally 5 minutes later we're going to go to a set of commercials again? It just doesn't make sense.
When I shop with the Ship app, I open the door to Delight. Because with Ship, an Avatar calls for an epic delivery service. Whatever I need, however I need it, Shipped is at my door. Shipped, delight in every delivery.
So yeah, we're on commercial here. Dunkin' Donuts at this point. Yeah, I don't at all agree with the fact of doing picture-in-picture during the matches, especially if you're going to go to commercial again so soon afterwards. It takes away from the matches. And honestly, the reason that last match didn't end so quickly is due to the fact that they were in picture-in-picture. So if you take out of that picture-in-picture, you take away 5 minutes of that match, and then you can add another match to the card that may actually mean something. That they have to do away with it because they do it way, way too much in AEW. It's always been an issue with them, especially in the main event and stuff of that nature. Main event, you should never have picture-in-picture, plain and simple. And they just that's always been one of my gripes with AEW is they do the picture-in-picture way, way too much. Yeah, so how are you guys liking the show so far? We're about 45 minutes in, 2 matches in, a few smaller segments. It's kind of what I expected. Oh, well, here's some good news, at least for the commercial. Tacoma FD coming back. Been a big fan of that show. New season starts July 20th, so I'm excited about that. So at least some commercial did something good. We're back to the show now. Let's see what happens. They're showing Kenny Omega on the screen now with Wheeler Yuta. So it looks like maybe I'm guessing that's the main event tonight. It could be the Britt Baker match though. They're hyping up the Blood and Guts match. which I'm very, very excited about. I went to War Games this past year with WWE, and that was a great time. So I'm really excited to see Blood and Guts happen. All right, looks like we got Jericho coming out now. You are beautiful on the inside. I only sing for you guys, and I know it's bad, so don't hate on it. That is one of the coolest things about Jericho, though, now, which there's few and far between. But that the crowd sings his song that he sings as he comes out. Yeah, it's always just been a thing that I really enjoyed. They're showing clips of last week when him and Sting kind of went at it a little bit. Sting got the 3. No, actually, he didn't. That's right. Sting hooked in the Scorpion Deathlock, and you have Jericho tapping out. They shouldn't have done that, in my opinion. Obviously, you're building a match towards it, but build these guys up more. This match has never happened in the entire career of him and Sting wrestling, 30 plus years, and those two just recently, for the first time ever, got into the ring together, and now you're giving that away for free on a regular television program. It makes no sense. That is your big money match. That is your Wembley Stadium match right there. Jericho Sting, something that's never happened in 30 years, and you're giving it away. Now, I'm sure that they're going to run it probably again at Wembley Stadium. My hope is that they make it a match that Sting puts his career on the line. I think that is the best way to make that match feel even bigger, especially now that you've already had those guys already in the ring. That would absolutely give that match a bigger match feel. But Jericho's in the ring now. He's talking. Let's see what he says. Good evening, Nikki. Thanks for joining. I know AEW isn't really your thing, but I appreciate you coming on and supporting the channel, liking it, the stream, and all that stuff, sharing it. The more you do that and stuff of that nature, it really does help out, even if it's just a couple extra people viewing it. The more views that we get for the channel, the faster we'll hit those numbers that will really start helping people. Which is at the end of the day what this channel is all about. Yeah, I love what I do, and I certainly wouldn't mind making a little bit of money doing it. But at the end of the day, it's all about making money towards Connor's Cure, and honestly, all the money that this channel makes once it hits monetization will probably just go towards us going to more events. So it's all going to go towards Connor's Cure at the end. But we got Jericho talking in the ring now. They're in Canada right now, which Jericho was born in Canada.
When I first started wrestling, the passion, the fire, when wrestling was everything to me.
He's talking about his career throughout the years.
And made me remember that wrestling still is everything to me.
Saying wrestling is everything to him. It's his love, it's his passion, it's his life.
It's time to become a better Chris Jericho. Maybe even become the best version of Chris Jericho ever.
Drops the old famous ever line. We got some music playing in the background. Jericho looks perplexed, not sure. And who do we got coming down to the ring here? Good old Don Callis, a fellow Canadian. See what he says here. My guess is he's going to maybe suggest lending a hand to fighting Sting in the future. Let's see. We got the crowd chanting, "Fuck you, Callis." Now, they clearly are not a big fan of him. He's reminding Chris Jericho of how he was the one that called in 6 years ago to this day to say, hey, how would you like to come fight Kenny Omega at the Tokyo Dome? Which led towards, Jericho basically changing his whole career, because that led to him leaving the WWE eventually, going to New Japan, now going to AEW. It changed everything, honestly, that match with Kenny Omega that he first had in New Japan.
Sorry, it was kind of hard for me to hear what you were saying with all these boos. I can say the same thing about you, because it was 8 years ago, in 2015, when you were in the middle of your very successful international business career, but I knew deep down inside you were miserable. You wanted to be back in the pro wrestling business. I helped you.
Now Jericho's reminding him about a little bit previous to that. He wasn't in the wrestling business anymore, Don Callis, and Jericho helped him get back to that, because he remembered that it's what he wanted the most. And if it wasn't for him, maybe Don Callis wouldn't be here. Maybe Don Callis wouldn't be with AEW. Now Don Callis is kind of giving him that little hint, that little suggestion that I thought may happen. Saying we've been best friends for 34 years now. I need someone that I can trust after Kenny Omega betrayed me. Come join me. We'll take down this world. We'll make history one more time. Says he's here to ask him one question. And he asked Chris Jericho, will you join the Don Callis family? Jericho looks like he's considering it. He's a little unsure, a little hesitant. Has a smile on his face.
You're seriously asking me to join the Don Callis family? You're asking me to join your faction? Chris Jericho doesn't join factions. Chris Jericho creates them.
Chris Jericho says, nah. I'm not going to join your faction.
Since join up with you, I've got one word answer for you. You want me to join your faction? My answer is
Well, maybe. We got a maybe. Maybe. Where is this gonna go in the future? Now, something cool that I did learn about Chris Jericho. I was watching him do an interview once, and so he writes out a lot of his own storylines when it comes to AEW. That's one of the reasons that he wanted to join AEW and has stayed in AEW is because he enjoys the fact that he can write out his own storylines. So he says that generally he writes the storylines out 3-4 months in advance. Now things can obviously change, injuries, people getting sick, so on and so forth. Life happens. But whenever he comes up with a storyline, he writes it out 3 or 4 months in advance. So, this maybe tease, this is just all part of that storyline that he wrote out probably months ago and is now just playing out little by little by little by little. He said that a lot of people will come up to him and be like, hey, I don't really like how that storyline is going because you haven't given it a chance to end yet. There's a beginning, there's a middle, there's an end of every good storyline in wrestling, in movies, and in books, and in television, everything. And you can't judge something just on the middle of the storyline. You have to let it play out a little bit, and by the end of it, maybe you love it, maybe you'll still hate it. And sometimes it's the storylines are meant for you to hate them because they're a bad guy or stuff of that nature. But it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, especially now knowing that Chris Jericho writes out his own storylines, which I think is really cool, at least. So I do see we have a couple viewers on now. If you are viewing the show and you want to say hi, want to ask any questions, anything of that nature, have any thoughts of tonight's show, thoughts of what is going to happen in the future or anything like that, please do post them in the chat. Like I said, with these type of streams, your interaction is just as big as me talking about the matches and the shows themselves. So, absolutely continue to drop questions or anything of that nature in the chat. Like the stream if you have not liked it already, because that helps out with the algorithm and stuff of that nature. Share it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit the notification bell on YouTube, because if you hit that, it'll let you know all the time when I'm live or when I post something right away. And I'm planning on doing a lot more live streams in the future to see if it can draw some more eyes to the channel. So, you hit that notification bell, you'll get a notification right away that I've gone live. All right, now we got MJF coming out, so it looks like we're going to have another one of those tag team matches. MJF, obviously, his partner is Adam Cole, which, like I said before, it's definitely interesting to see how that will work out, because Adam Cole was just going for his title recently. But I've been loving the way that they've been working and everything of that recently together. These little promos and vignettes they've been doing. I think they've been amazing. So I think this could definitely be interesting to see what happens. We got MJF high-fiving fans now, which we never see. I mean, this is a guy that normally is flipping fans off as he comes down to the ring. So is Adam Cole rubbing off on him a little bit? Are we seeing a nicer MJF, as scary as that sounds? Because I don't want nice MJF. I want mean MJF. So that'll be interesting. We got them both about to do the Adam Cole, baby. Boom. And they both did it, yeah. So I mean, it's they're we got an MJF running around Adam Cole now in circles. You can tell he's just loving this, having a great time. And now they both do the Adam Cole, baby. They're having a great time with this. So this is honestly pure gold so far. He shows off the "Better Than You, Baby" shirt. But Adam Cole doesn't have his on, and MJF is like, man, I made these shirts for us. Now we got Butch kicking Cole. So we got Adam Cole and Adam Cole and MJF versus Butch and some scrub, basically. We got MJF in the ring now. And he's just laughing at him. This match is going to go quickly, I think. We're not going to see this match last very long. Dynamite 200, the 200th episode of Dynamite, is August 2nd from Tampa Bay. Tickets are on sale soon if you are interested. MJF just stretching him out now. Asking Adam Cole, you want to tag in? Yes, no, maybe, no. He's wanting him to tag in. He's like, tag in, man, let's go. Adam Cole saying no. Crowd was chanting, do it. Oh, he didn't want him to tag in, actually. He wanted him to help pull his arm. Get a little more leverage. I mean, we kind of know right from the start that, Adam Cole and MJF are probably going to win this match. The other team didn't even get an intro. That basically tells you all you need to know. We got them, strangely enough, the other team is playing the heel in this match, doing the distraction of the ref to be able to have an illegal double team and stuff of that nature. So they're definitely trying to have Adam Cole rub off on MJF, and now we have that fucking picture-in-picture again. Like, come on, guys. You have your two biggest stars right now in the wrestling organization, in the federation, and maybe one of the biggest stars in the world right now in MJF on the screen, and you're putting them to the sides of ants and going picture in picture. If you are going to do this, which honestly you should never do this, you should never do picture in picture. Every other wrestling show barely does picture in picture if they do it. And if they do it in small matches generally. You don't put picture in picture during your biggest matches. You're taking away from your biggest stars right now. No one can see what the hell they're doing in the ring. I have no clue. It looks like MJF just got thrown down, but stop AEW, for the love of God. Stop putting your biggest fighters in picture. They do it all the time in the main event too, where the main event will be happening and they'll be going to picture in picture. Why? That is when you want all your eyes on that screen. That is when you want all your eyes on that wrestling match. Don't be showing me a fucking commercial for Insidious the Red Door. Be showing me the match. It bugs the shit out of me.
Learn more and your safety information at inspiresleep.com. Put a smile on your face with new pancake tacos. Because when you pull the pancake in half, you get a taco. Or in this case, the drink for $6. Try all 4 flavors. Here for a fun time, not a long time. Only from Icon.
What is this? This is just a room building.
Like I can't even really call any of the match right now because I can't see it. They may as well be going to regular commercial, if anything, at this point. And then the crazy thing is, in 5 minutes, they're going to go to regular commercial again, like they did last time during the Daddy Ass match. So why go to picture in picture if you're just going to go to regular commercial again in 5 minutes? Finally, we're back to the regular match. Why couldn't they have just done that the whole time? And now, watch. I guarantee you, this match is going to end within the next 4 minutes. And they're going to go, well, we gave them 8 minutes of ring time. Yeah, but I couldn't see fucking 5 of it. We got MJF crawling over to Adam Cole now, trying to make the tag. And he gets pulled back away. So far, this entire match has been MJF. Adam Cole has not got in the ring at all, which tells you exactly how this match is going to end. He's going to get the tag finally, and Adam Cole is going to get the 3 count for the win. It's going to happen. Yeah, I don't like how they're doing this match at all. You're making your champion look weak. The only people that should be able to give your champion this type of match is high quality people, not fucking Butch and the Sundance Kid. Like, just, they keep having him crawl towards the corner. And finally, we got the tag. MJF wants to go for the double team now, saying, let's go for the double clothesline. But is Cole going to want to tag out? Super kick to Butch. And super kick. Looks like Adam Cole's going for his finisher. MJF is saying, let's do a double. We don't need to do a double. He hits the running knee to the back and the 3. Once again, it's like I know what's going to happen. Adam Cole gets a tag, and within a couple minutes, the match is over. Within 5 minutes, I said by 9:15. Guess what? It's 9:14. They need to stop doing this picture-in-picture shit. If you're going to give them 10 minutes in the ring, give them 10 minutes in the ring that we can actually see. They made their champion look absolutely weak in this match. Made him look like a joke. Now MJF is asking for a mic, probably to praise Adam Cole. Let's see what happens. Now he's pandering to the crowd. MJF is pandering to the crowd. MJF is pandering for the crowd. This is a guy that was talking about getting a blowjob in the back of a car and leaving the dead body to rot just 4 months ago. Not even 4 months ago. And now he's pandering to the crowd. Now he's asking him if he wants to have another bro session this weekend. It's the way of trying to, get each other to know each other better, make friends and stuff of that nature. Which I love what they're doing in regard to that, because they're he's comedy gold when he wants to be. His promos and all that stuff, his vignette, that's amazing. But this actual match, no. And he tells Adam Cole, happy birthday, we got the streamers. Is it his actual birthday? And I'm going to have to find this out. Let's see. Adam Cole birthday. It is his actual birthday, yes. So see, this would have been a cool segment. Have the match end quickly, and then do this segment. Don't have a 10-minute match where you can't see half of it, and then do this. See, this is what I love about MJF, though. The man is he's pure gold on the mic. The way that he's, pandering to the crowd right now, that he, is making it seem and believe like he actually cares about Adam Cole and that he actually wants to be his friend. when at the end we all know what's going to happen. He's going to, turn his back or something like that, and we're going to have another match between them, probably at the next pay-per-view, probably in Chicago is my guess.
The song, you've done more than enough. Okay? You've done more than enough. Hey, there's one more thing to do, guys.
Now he's telling him to blow out the candle on the cake. Make a wish. What's he gonna wish for? Another title shot? MJF says, I'm gonna shove his face in the cake. Oh, he didn't like that. Oh, MJF gets the cake in the face. Uh-oh.
Listen to me. And I swear to God, I mean this with all sincerity. It was really nice of you to do all this for my birthday, so thanks. Thank you, my friend.
Adam Cole said, thank you for, all this stuff for my birthday. I thought, boom! Adam Cole, baby!
Brittany missed in action last week due to illness, but tonight he will be facing Ruby Soho in the first round of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. Ruby had some choice words for you last week, though. What's your reaction to that? Ruby has a lot to say these days. New friends, new attitude. It's cute. Ruby, I don't care what you say about me. I don't care if you like me. I don't care what anybody says about me or if anyone likes me. But you lied last week to everyone. You told them that you've taken everything from me that I ever cared about. And there's two things you can never take from me. And one is my pride. Because no matter who you are, where you've been, where you came from, what you've done, I will always be the face of this division. The second is actually something I took from you. And that is being the first ever Owen Hart Foundation tournament winner. And now I think I was going to win the whole damn thing.
Talking about the Britt Baker Ruby Soho match.
Sorry that you first round this time. Best of luck tonight, guys. Back to you.
Coming up next on Time Like Arena's Black Gear Final, Dr. Rebecca DMD.
Looks like we're going to go to commercial again. Up next is Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho. So, yeah, I mean, these last two matches are not going to have much screen time, really. We're at, by the time this commercial in 35 minutes, that's not a whole lot of screen time for those two matches, in my opinion. I don't know about you guys. Just me personally, so far, I'm not feeling this show. It has not felt like a very good AEW show personally to me, which is a little bit disappointing.
Should we sell the car and get something bigger?
Yeah, we can do both on cars.com.
You're so sorry.
I know.
But what if it's twins? What if it's quadruplets?
Huh?
suck dumplings.
Are you freaking out? Get it together, Larry.
I got this. I got it.
So yeah, what do you guys think about these watch-alongs and stuff of that nature? Is it something that interests you? Something that you enjoy, that you want me to continue to do and stuff of that nature? My hope is to at least do 2 or 3 of them a week. Definitely for the pay-per-views and stuff of that nature, and then some weekly shows also, and do some for some independent shows as well that not a lot of streamers are doing on IWTV, Fight, stuff of that nature, GCW, ICW. I've done a couple for as well. So my hope is to definitely do some more of those as well, and just get more views on the channel, more eyes on the channel, and I enjoy doing these things. I enjoy interacting with you guys, talking about the matches, what's going on, and stuff of that nature. So, all right, we're back to the show now. We got Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Daniel Garcia out back. Garcia and Guevara are saying, "You said maybe to this guy." We're your faction. We're who you're supposed to be with.
This is the perfect opportunity to prove to me what I'm saying. Go win this tournament. Go become the AEW Tag Team Champions on your own. Without me. Show me.
And Jericho is, basically saying, hey, you guys, you can go out on your own. You can, become the next great stars. You can become the next thing in AEW. And we just found out now that Daniel Garcia and Sammy Guevara will be a tag team in this tournament going forward. I see them going pretty far, honestly. I'm glad to see something for Daniel Garcia. The guy is such a good independent wrestler. If you've never seen his work with Limitless and stuff of that nature, an amazing independent wrestler. And he hasn't really got the run that I feel like he deserves in AEW. So I'm hoping that this tournament can maybe give him the run. I'm surprised Sammy is actually able to do this match. If you didn't see the match last week against Sting and all that, Sammy took a pretty big bump. Sting decided to try to be Darby Allin and pretend that he wasn't 64 years old, and he jumped off the top of a ladder through 2 tables that were way too fucking far from the ring. And I thought Sammy was pretty hurt, honestly, because you did not see him the rest of the match at all. But I guess he isn't hurt. So now we got Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho. In the Women's Owen Hart tournament. Ruby Soho, who used to be in the WWE under the name Ruby Riot. She was part of the Riot Squad with Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. Then she was with a couple other teams and stuff of that nature as well. Never really had a huge run in WWE outside of the tag team champions and stuff of that nature. Since she's been in AEW, kind of been the same thing, kind of middle of the road. Hasn't really been anything amazing. And once again, she finds herself in kind of a Riot Squad situation with Paige and Tony Storm, also both former WWE wrestlers. So then we got Britt Baker, who I've personally just never been a fan of. I know a lot of people like her. She has improved, don't get me wrong. I just never really been much of a fan of her. Thank you. I appreciate that. So this is to get to the next round of the Owen Hart Women's Tournament. Nothing really happens from it, honestly. Last year, Britt Baker and Adam Cole won it. We got a terrible botch there as she goes for a DDT of some sort. Almost drops Ruby Soho on her head. Ruby Soho looks like she's pulling Britt Baker out of the ring, pulls her to the outside of the ring. Paige is getting in her face now, trying to distract her. Oh, and she slams Britt Baker down to the floor. And once again, picture in one of your biggest matches. Why? Why AEW? Why would you do a picture in all of your biggest matches? Because you know they're going to do it in the main event too. Explain to me why. Because I'm sorry, during picture, I can't focus on what's going in the ring. Because I can barely see what's going on in the ring. When your commercial is this big and the in-ring action is this big, I can't really see what's going on in the in-ring action. Do it the other way around. Okay? Make the commercial this big and the in-ring action this big, and I'll say, okay. But when you can't really see what's going on in the ring and you're doing it during all your biggest matches, this is the reason why you're struggling. People want to see the matches. They don't want to be watching a fucking Bush's Best commercial with Peyton Manning and the Talking Dog. Like, I don't get it. Do you need the commercial money that badly. Your dad owns the Jaguars. I don't think you need the commercial money that badly. But finally, we're back in the ring. And my guess is this match will be over in the next 5 to 6 minutes. Let's see. I've been right last 2 times. Britt Baker elbows to the face of Ruby Soho. Ruby Soho pushes her away. We got a running clothesline by Britt Baker, another one. And now a net breaker, running net breaker. Now Ruby Soho throws her into the corner. A spinning net breaker by Britt Baker. Say that 3 times fast. Now she's pulling out the glove for her finisher, the lockjaw, which is basically another version of the mandible claw. Super kick. Ruby Soho gets a roll up. 1, 2. Sloppy kick out. Horrible kick to the face. Distraction by Toni Storm. And now we get a suplex from Ruby Soho. 1, 2. And kick out at 2.5. Ruby Soho looks like she's maybe climbing to the top rope now. Climbing to the top rope. Jumps off. Doesn't even go for an attack of any sort. And then gets super kicked in the face. Roll up by a sloppy roll up. Jesus, that's terrible. Now Britt Baker is about to look like she's about to lock in the lockjaw. Teasing it. Paige gets up to the top corner to distract the ref. And now we have Ruby Soho. And, Toni Storm uses the Owen Hart belt. Ruby Soho with her finisher. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.5. Ruby Soho wondering how does she get out of that. Oh, is she going to go for her finisher now? Looks like she's going to try to lock in the lockjaw. Is she going to lock it in? Britt Baker pushing to the ropes. Nope, switches to a crossface. Britt Baker crawling towards the ropes, gets her foot on the rope, kicks off, reverses into the lockjaw. We got Paige and Toni Storm going, what are we going to do here? What are we going to do? They grab her foot and they pull her underneath the rope. Break up the lockjaw again. Super kick to Paige. Elbow to Toni Storm. Gets Ruby Soho back in the ring. Elbow by Britt Baker. And this is exactly how it ended last year. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Toni Storm holds down the hand, and they get the 3 count. Ruby Soho with the win. The champion from last year has been knocked off. with the help from Ruby Soho, the champion last year, Britt Baker, has been knocked off. We will have a new Owen Hart Women's Tournament champion this year, ladies and gentlemen. Now we got Sky Blue coming out. Basically a Core Jade ripoff. Or is Core Jade a Sky Blue ripoff? Either way. Shows next week that we're going to have a Ruby Soho versus Sky Blue match. And coming up next, we got Kenny Omega versus Wheeler Yuta. We once again go to commercial.
Your favorite pinky, right?
I forgot the pizza.
Even then it's fine.
I'm gonna pull over and try to find lights.
As far as the eye can see.
You're looking for our first man, I know a guy. Me.
Get some, well, we're on commercial break here. Not really doing anything. Gonna show you some of the posters on the wall a little bit more closely here. Let's see. We got PFX Battle of the Tough Guys 2, signed by everyone that was there. We got Masha Slamovich, Casey Kirk, Joel Bateman. Got a bunch of Casey Kirk down here. Dr. Redacted. That would be, let's see. We got, looks like the Bev. Not sure who else signed that. We got a full ICW No Hold Barred sign there. Danny Demento and John Wayne Murdoch. That was from their specials match. We also got my boy Middens on there with some blood. We got John Wayne Murdoch. That would be Eric Ryan and not sure who he faced there, but some good blood smears there. We got the Kirks and Cruel from their first match. So yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff there from auctions and stuff of that nature that I've participated in, shows that I've gone to. And then we got the where is it? The classic Casey Kirk right there. That was from her first match with Danny Demanto that kind of made her classic picture right there. All right, we got Wheeler Yuta coming down to the ring from Blackpool Combat Club. And now we got Kenny Omega coming down to the ring, fireworks going to the sky. If you have not yet seen Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay's match at Forbidden Door, that is a match that you have to seek out and watch. I'm sure you can find it free online somewhere. That is an absolute fucking banger, probably match of the year. If you have not seen that match yet, seek it out, watch it, let me know what you think about it. Maybe we'll even do a watch along one day of just that match. It was that good of a match, absolute classic match. Both of their matches this year have been good, actually, but this one was top notch. So yeah, we got Kenny Omega from the Elite. We got Wheeler Yuta from Blackpool Combat Club. Like they mentioned earlier, and like I mentioned earlier, these guys will be fighting in Blood and Guts in the Boston Garden, better known as TD Garden now. July 19th, I will be there live. And we'll be posting content all throughout the night from that show. So absolutely make sure that you subscribe and all that stuff for that content. I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be an amazing match. It's basically a War Games match, just with a different name, but still, it should be a fun, bloody match. We got Wheeler Yuta and Kenny Omega exchanging chops. Now we got Kenny Omega kicking him into the corner. Boots to the face. Now Kenny Omega's in the corner. Back body drop. Look at the height he got on that one. All right, let's see if AEW can prove me wrong. Can they have a main event without going into picture-in-picture? I doubt it, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe they can prove me wrong. All right, Wheeler Yuta tosses him from corner to corner, runs. Kenny Omega gets his legs up, says, "It's over." All right, let's see what's going on. All right, suicide dive. By Wheeler Yuta onto Kenny Omega. Both men are on the side of the ring now. We get a replay of it. At least it's not picture-in-picture. All right, now both men are on the outside of the ring. Wheeler Yuta throws him into the other barricade. Kenny Omega is really nursing that shoulder, looking like he's in pain, all the way to the other side now. And oh! Neck breaker to the outside. Wheeler Yuta to Kenny Omega. Wheeler Yuta's now back in the ring, taunting, putting his arms up, trying to get the crowd pissed off. It's working. Referee starting the 10 count. Kenny Omega's really nursing that shoulder. Something for Yuta to work on. This Saturday, we will have a Collision in Canada. I will not be doing a live stream of that. I do have to work that night, so I won't be able to do a live stream of that. But like I did say, we will have a live stream Friday night, SmackDown. We have the trial of Roman Reigns live from Madison Square Garden. So I will be live streaming that one on here, doing a watch along. So certainly come and check that out if you guys are interested. Looks like Kenny Omega's trying to suplex him to the outside of the ring now. Wheeler Yuta says no, elbows him in the back of the head, and drapes his neck across the top rope. Oh, would you look at that? Told you they couldn't do it. Picture in picture. So that means now, in the last 3 matches, right? Last 3 matches. Match with MJF, your world champion, and his challenger, Adam Cole. Match with Britt Baker, who was your longest reigning women's champion, and Ruby Soho, a match that they've been hyping up for a couple weeks now. And now your main event with Kenny Omega, who just had probably the match of the year. And another fact, really, but point is, it's the main event. Your 3 biggest matches on this show, you've gone to picture in picture. Why? Why go to picture in picture so much? 4 out of the 6 matches this show, they have gone to picture in picture. That's ridiculous. That's way too much. Especially when you're doing it in your biggest matches. You want the fans to be watching the matches, not the commercials. All I can really see right now is the commercial. I barely can tell what's going on. I can barely call it. Unless they zoom right in like they just did. It's terrible. From what I can see here, Wheeler Yuta has Kenny Omega back in the ring, applying pressure to his neck. The ref saying, "Do you want to quit?" Kenny Omega's like, "No, the guy's barely touching my neck." And they've sat in this position basically for about 45 seconds now. Now they go for a pinfall 2 count. Like that was actually going to happen in picture? No. And back to the same position with the headlock of some sort while both men sit on the canvas, working on the neck again. You got Wheeler Yuta looking at the ref, probably asking him when the fuck is picture in picture done, so we can get on with this match. All right, and now it is finally done. And now the match is going to be over in probably 4 minutes because you know that at the end they're going to have some sort of confrontation again between the Elite and the Bullet Club, not Bullet Club, Elite and Blackpool Combat Club to hype this match up more. The 100th episode of Rampage will be Friday. Probably won't do that one either, just because, like I said, I'll be doing the SmackDown one, so it'd be tough to go right from SmackDown to this. So I more than likely will not be doing that, even though it does look like it's a pretty good card. So we'll play it by ear. If you guys are interested and want me to do it, I certainly can jump to it after SmackDown. I mean, it's only an extra hour. So if you guys are interested in me doing it, I definitely can. But that'll be on you. If there's enough viewers here and enough talk in the chat and stuff of that nature, I can definitely do it. But it'll be on you guys to. And holy shit, next week, Swerve Strickland versus Nick Wayne. Next week, Nick Wayne has his first match on AEW Dynamite. Holy shit. That's something that they have to be hyping up. While we're here, let me, once again, I've shown this video a couple times, but it's a classic. It's classic. So here it is again.
All right, we got Nick Wayne here about to stop my boy Ryan for Connor's cure.
And we do it via chats. We don't mess around.
All right, this is cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is cool, legit.
And like I said, guys, I didn't pick that video knowing that they were going to be hyping Nick Wayne up or even realizing that he's having a match next week. I picked that video at random just to have an intro, something that I could pop on the screen a couple times during this show and, show you guys exactly what we're doing here at Chop City Wrestling. So it was pure luck, honestly. But next week, Nick Wayne, Swerve Strickland, that's going to be a banger. They've had some amazing matches on the indies. So that is one that I really hope I can see, because I think that has potential to be one of the best TV matches in a while if they actually give them the ability to go all out. All right, we got both men on the top rope here, and a suplex from the top rope, Kenny Omega to Wheeler Yuta. Drapes his arm across him, 2 and 2 3/4, and Wheeler Yuta kicks out. Now we're trading elbows to the head back and forth. Eye poke by Wheeler Yuta. Punch to the back. Oh, chop across the chest of Wheeler Yuta from Kenny Omega. Followed by a suplex and a 2 count. Man, I wish Nick Wayne's first match would have been that Boston show. I hope he does have a match in that Boston show, because I would have gone crazy being there his first match. I'm a huge Nick Wayne supporter from GCW. Guy's a great guy. I expect big things from him. Kenny Omega with the dragon suplex to Wheeler Yuta. Looks like he's going for a second one and a second dragon suplex. Going for a third, it looks like. Wheeler Yuta reverses into a pin. Almost a 3 count, but Kenny Omega kicks out. Oh, it looks like he's going for the finisher here. One Winged Angel. He's trying to get him up for it. He has Wheeler Yuta up for it. Can he? No. Wheeler Yuta gets out and reverses. Oh, almost 3 count by Wheeler Yuta after the seatbelt. Oh, powerbomb, knee to the head of Kenny Omega. 1, 2, almost 3 count again. Wheeler Yuta kicks out at the last second. Are we gonna see the Fallen Angel now? Oh wait, now it looks like someone's coming down. We got Don Callis coming down to the ring to interfere with Kenny Omega here, which means I'm guessing someone else is gonna come down and attack Kenny Omega from behind. And no, look at that. Takeshita with the Blue Thunder Bomb on Kenny Omega. Wheeler Yuta. Frog Splash 1, 2, and Kenny Omega kicks out again. Interference at all. He kicks out. Wheeler Yuta going back up to the top rope. Kenny Omega grabs his leg. Some sort of a punch. Looked terrible. One Winged Angel. There it is. 1, 2, 3. Kenny Omega with the win after the One Winged Angel. Let's see. Do we get some interaction here from the Blackpool Combat Club and the Elites? Yes, we do. As we see Claudio come out, a.k.a. Cesaro, and Takeshita. They're both kicking into Kenny Omega. All right, now we got the Young Bucks coming out as well as Adam Hangman Page. They give him the BTE. And Page has a chair. Looks like he's about to bust Cass Claudio. Oh, wait, no. And then it switches over to the next show before we even go to black. Are you kidding me? Come on, guys. Come on. Before we can even have the closing screen, you got them pulling the chair out of Hangman's hand, and then you're gonna cut to the fucking cube. All right, so I apologize, guys, with that. And stuff of that nature. Luckily, the show was over, but that was AEW Dynamite. All in all, I'd say it was a very average show. Definitely not one of their best ones. Like I said, that just timing issues. It seems like you end the show and you don't even fade to them walking away or anything like that, and then you have the picture-in-picture during your best matches. It's just it's little things that should be easy to fix and change, and they just have to work on those things. So yeah, next Friday, or this coming Friday, actually 2 days. Like I said, I'll be on at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for WWE SmackDown. And then if you guys want me to stay on for Rampage, like I said, that's up to you guys. So if there's enough viewers on here, enough talking and stuff of that nature, I definitely can. But that'll be on you guys. So yeah, that's all for the night. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, have a good night. Thanks for joining.
Alright, we got Big Wayne here about
What's
to top
up?
my boy Ryan for Connor's Cure.
And we do it via chats. We don't mess around.
All right, this is cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is cool, legit.
Have a good night.